Folks, I've been around this league for more than 2 decades, and I've seen some insana scenarios, some surreal trades, and some moves that seemed impossible until they actually happened. But let me tell you what I'm about to reveal. What's actually unfolding right now is a game changer so colossal, so unprecedented, that it's going to shake the NFL to its core. Trust me, you're about to witness a story so layered, so hidden beneath the surface, that only a handful of insiders know the full scope. And I guarantee what you're about to hear is just the tip of the iceberg. Because behind closed doors, a clandestine chess match is underway, and the pieces are falling into place with precision, secrecy, and an ambition that could redefine the future of the Baltimore Ravens and the entire league. This isn't just a rumor, folks. This is the kind of move that could reshape the NFL landscape for years to come. And I'm here, as your trusted insider, to peel back the curtain, to give you the full, unfiltered truth, because what's happening right now is nothing short of historic. So strap in, because what you're about to hear might just be the biggest NFL story of 2026, and it's happening right now. But first, if you're serious about knowing every single detail, every secret, every strategy behind this nearly cosmic shift, then smash that like button, subscribe to this channel, and activate that bell. Because what I'm about to lay out isn't just information, it's a revelation. And only those in the know will truly understand the magnitude of what's unfolding. The difference between the casual fan and the true insider. This video. Get ready to be blown away. Now, let's dive into the deep waters, because what's brewing in Baltimore today isn't just a coaching search. It's a wildfire of potential blockbuster moves that will echo across the league for years. The Ravens, a franchise with a storied legacy and one of the most talented rosters in the NFL, are on the precipice of a seismic transformation. And at the heart of this storm, one name that's been whispered in the darkest corners of NFL circles, Minkah Fitzpatrick. But this isn't just about Fitzpatrick. This is about a perfect storm, an alignment of needs, talent, and strategic genius that only a few in the entire league could have orchestrated. So if you want to understand what's really happening, why the Ravens are moving heaven and earth, and how this could be the most audacious trade in recent NFL history, then keep watching. Because I've got the full breakdown, and trust me, you've never heard anything like what's coming next. The first thing you need to understand is the chaos brewing in Baltimore right now. The Ravens, after firing John Harbaugh, who, mark my words, was a legendary figure, but now a figure of the past, are desperately searching for a new vision. The search for Jesse Minter as head coach isn't just a coincidence. It's a calculated move, one that signals a shift toward a more aggressive, defense-first identity. The Ravens' roster is loaded with talent, but their defensive backfield has been a glaring weakness for years, a fault line that exposes their entire defensive blueprint. And after last season's playoff heartbreak, the front office has realized one brutal truth. Unless they overhaul that secondary, they'll never reclaim the glory days of their dominant defenses. Enter Minkah Fitzpatrick, a player who, over the last few seasons, has become arguably the league's most versatile and impactful safety. Now, why is he suddenly the centerpiece of the Ravens? Red-hot trade rumors. Because Fitzpatrick offers more than just elite coverage. He's a chess piece with unmatched game intelligence, a player who can run a defense from the back end, disrupting the right routes, sealing the middle, and acting as the ultimate field general. His breakdown on film is mesmerizing, covering sideline to sideline with a blend of instinctive reads and raw athleticism, yet also playing the role of a hybrid linebacker or slot defender when called upon. Let me break down what makes Fitzpatrick so unique, because this is the kind of player only comes around once in a generation. His coverage stats? Since 2023, Fitzpatrick has allowed a passer rating of just 74.1 when targeted, putting him in the elite tier among safeties. His 2025 season. Despite some issues with consistency, he still managed 4 interceptions, forced a fumble, and recovered another. Those aren't just numbers, they're signals. Signals that he's not just a ball hawk, he's a game changer who can elevate an entire secondary, turning a good defense elite. But it's more than raw stats. Advanced metrics tell us Fitzpatrick's impact is off the charts. According to next-gen stats, his coverage grades consistently hover above 88, and opponents have a 20% lower success rate throwing his way compared to league averages. Plus, his ability to cover multiple positions, covering tight ends, defending slot receivers, or even helping in run support, is something you rarely see. That kind of versatility, it's pure gold for a defense transitioning to a more complex hybrid scheme like Baltimore's. Now, how does Fitzpatrick fit into Baltimore's current puzzle? The Ravens have always valued a smart, adaptable safety, someone who can be a sideline-to-sideline enforcer, yet also communicate and set the defensive tone. Minter's defense, which emphasizes aggressive press coverage and hybrid zone concepts, would thrive with Fitzpatrick's skill set. Pair him with a young, ascending talent like Kyle Hamilton, and you instantly upgrade your secondary to a top-tier unit, possibly even the league's best. That's the kind of transformation that can turn a league-average defense into a championship-determined fortress. But I hear you asking, wait, how does this trade even work? It sounds too good to be true. That's where the real insider details come in, because the mechanics of this deal are almost unprecedented. The Ravens, right now, are strategizing a package that involves multiple high-value picks and a contract restructure for Fitzpatrick. Remember, he's in the middle of a 2-year deal valued at around $33 million total, meaning the Ravens could leverage his current cap hit and push some of that guaranteed money into future years. In return, the Dolphins, desperate to rebuild their secondary after missing the playoffs, are looking for high draft capital, maybe a first-rounder and a mid-round pick, plus a potential young defender or promising backup on the roster. The key here is the cap gymnastics. Fitzpatrick's current deal, with its restructure, makes him a prime candidate for trade because the Dolphins are absorbing some of the cap hit in 2026, while the Ravens can spread the remaining salary over the next few seasons. This deal could be a classic salary cap dance, balancing immediate impact with long-term flexibility. And because Fitzpatrick's value has risen dramatically over the last 2 seasons, thanks to his consistency, leadership, and playmaking, both sides stand to win massively. The real winners. The Ravens, who get a cornerstone piece to pair with Lamar Jackson, an elite safety who can unlock a new level on defense and boost their chances of finally reclaiming a championship. Plus the fans, who finally get to see a revamped secondary that can strike fear into opponents. The Dolphins. They gain draft capital, flexibility, and a chance to rebuild around younger pieces. But behind all this is a fierce competition. Other teams, like the Jets, the Chiefs, and even the Jaguars, are watching this move unfold with wide eyes, realizing that a Fitzpatrick trade isn't just about a player, but about a strategic shift. The league is beginning to understand that Fitzpatrick isn't just a safety. He's the missing piece in a puzzle that only a handful of organizations can see. Now, when you analyze Fitzpatrick's fit in Baltimore's scheme, it's clear this could be the perfect marriage. Minter's aggressive, hybrid defense needs a field general, someone who can diagnose plays instantly, blitz when necessary, and cover the sky when called upon. Fitzpatrick's instincts, combined with his ball skills and leadership, make him the ideal candidate. It's like fitting the last piece into a complex jigsaw puzzle. Once in place, the image becomes unstoppable. In terms of comparison, Fitzpatrick's ceiling is akin to players like Ed Reed or Troy Polamalu, once-in-a-generation playmakers who transform the entire defense around them. His floor. Still one of the highest safety floors in the league, providing stability and playmaking consistency. The worst-case scenario. A slight dip in production, but even then, his leadership and versatility will keep him valuable, and the Ravens can use him as a central figure in their defense for the next 3 to 5 years. And here's the kicker. What does this really mean for the future of the Ravens? It means they are positioning themselves as a dynasty contender. With Lamar Jackson coming into his prime, a revamped secondary, and a coaching staff that's adapting to the modern NFL, Baltimore is setting itself up for a run that could rival some of the greatest in franchise history. The league's best organizations, Pats, Steelers, 49ers, know that the teams that control the secondary control the game. And Fitzpatrick, he's the ultimate game changer, the glue that could hold a defense together for years. So what's next? Watch the trade negotiations closely. It's a chess game, likely to go down in the next few weeks, possibly as soon as the NFL combine in late February. The Dolphins are holding steady, expecting a substantial return. The Ravens are quietly pushing for that final, necessary piece to elevate their defense from good to legendary. And Fitzpatrick, he's sitting at the crossroads of his career, potentially about to make the leap that solidifies his legacy in the NFL. In conclusion, this move will be remembered as one of the boldest, most calculated moves of the 2026 offseason. The Ravens are playing 4D chess, and Fitzpatrick is the queen on their board, a piece that can dominate multiple levels of the game. The league better watch out because when this deal lands, it will send shockwaves through the entire NFL universe. This is what real insider knowledge looks like, folks. Stay tuned because what's coming next is even bigger. And make no mistake, this isn't just a trade, it's a revolution in motion. The future of Baltimore, the future of Fitzpatrick, and perhaps the very blueprint of NFL dominance are being rewritten in real time. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's about to happen next.